Lloyd and Marion Michael have shared a lifetime together. It's been more than 70 years since the high school sweethearts got married in late 1942. That bond has resulted in 4 children, including their son, Rancho Cucamonga Mayor Dennis Michael, 8 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. But our story begins when they first got married. Shortly after they walked down the aisle, Lloyd was shipped out with the Army Air Corps and spent more than 2 years in Europe during World War II. During the time they were apart, they wrote hundreds of letters back and forth.
Mail call and service was the big day. I got letters constantly.
We just told each other how much we missed each other and looking forward. Lots of plans for our future. And this was our only method of communication. No telephone.
After Lloyd returned from the war, those letters remained a sentimental symbol of their love. They moved to Rubio Ranch in Alta Loma and started a family. And those letters were stored in a trunk in a shed on the property.
Actually, we put the letters in there and locked them up because we didn't want our kids to see them. They were very young. We thought, well, we'll keep them locked up.
We weren't too sure of some of the letters.
And there, those letters stayed until a day late in the 1960s, when there was a break-in and burglars made off with the trunk and a number of other items. Those love letters, those mementos of those difficult early years when they were apart, were gone forever.
They were gone as far as we were concerned. We'd never see them.
Well, what happened next bordered on miraculous. It was late in 2012, more than 40 years after those letters had disappeared, and Lloyd and Marion were preparing to celebrate their 70th wedding anniversary when a stranger called with a startling message saying,
I have some letters that I think are yours. Give me a call. I called him, and he said that he had traced me down through my serial number on my letters. So he said, I knew they were important to you. This is where they should be.
They could have ended up in someone's hands who couldn't care less and had dumped them. But it was this person that cared enough to research and find out if he could find the owners of these letters.
The stranger had found the letters among his deceased father's belongings. Now, speculation is he obtained the letters at some point for his stamp collection, but no one really knows.
It's a miracle that they hung on to them.
But for Lloyd and Marion, it really doesn't matter. It's just good to have those precious letters back, although they do bring back some bittersweet memories.
We attempted to at least read 1 or 2 a day when we got them back, and it's too hard to read. We break down too easily. It's a very tough time of our lives.
It really brings back all those tense moments, not knowing if I didn't get a letter frequently, not knowing what had happened to him. It just brings all that back, and it's very difficult to read some of them.
But difficult or not, the letters have been a blessing for Marion and Lloyd.
It reinforces.
It reinforces our entire marriage. Is the way it's been.
Reinforces 70 years as husband and wife, a feat that few of us can ever hope to accomplish. From the home of Lloyd and Marion Michael in Alta Loma, I'm David Wylie for Healthy RC Living.